Hello, everyone. My name is Jennifer Porterfield, and the purpose of this speech is to introduce myself to you guys. So, for the next few minutes, I'll be telling you a little bit about myself. And to help me with this, I have chosen an object to show you that I feel like is a good representation of me. But before I show you this object, I'm going to give you a little bit of background information so you're not completely lost. On September 29th, 2013, my world as I knew it was completely turned upside down. Started out like any other day, but by that afternoon, it had turned into a day like no other. After noticing that my youngest son's nap was lasting longer than usual, I decided to go check on him. And that's when I saw that he wasn't breathing. I called 911 and performed CPR on him while we waited for the ambulance to arrive. I'll never forget the look of pure terror on my 10-year-old son Logan's face as he stood a few feet away from me and watched the entire scene unfold. He heard me scream blood-curdling screams. He saw me sobbing violently, and he watched as I performed CPR on his baby brother, even though I knew that it was too late. So back to the object that I mentioned just a few minutes ago. Physical objects are hard for me to identify with. It's hard to put value on material things when the thing you value the most is no longer here in the physical realm. However, this necklace and pendant that was given to me by my mom and my sister and my kids. It was given to me a few months after Eli passed away. I would say it's a good representation of me. It's got a picture of Eli engraved on it. I don't think you guys can see it. This camera's kind of bad. But anyways, it's got a picture of Eli engraved on it. And I feel like it's a good representation of me. I haven't taken it off, but maybe a handful of times in the 8 years that I've had it. It's not just, it doesn't just honor my baby boy's memory. I feel like it represents quite a few different things. For one, it signifies a piece of me that is missing. The day that Eli passed away, part of me passed away. So I feel like this represents a piece that's missing. It also corresponds with the time that I finally realized that life is short and that some things are not worth it and some things are, and you've got to figure out which ones are which. But most of all, I feel like this necklace and pendant stands for the strength that I had during this time. You know, you hear people say all the time that they didn't know what they would do if something happened to their kid. They wouldn't be able to go to the funeral. Someone would have to drag them in there, wheel them in a wheelchair because they wouldn't be able to go. I said those exact same words, but when it did happen, it was kind of crazy how you think that you can't get through something, but then when it happens, you do. And this inner strength, I guess I pulled this inner strength and it just took over. So the pendant and the necklace for me represents the strength also. And that's probably the biggest thing that it represents for me. Like I said, it's hard for me to put value on material things. Actually, it's hard for me to put a value on anything after losing a kid. Everything else seems kind of trivial, but choosing something, when I had to choose something, this was the only thing that came to my mind because it means the most to me. And I feel like it's a good representation of me. Thanks.